Aloha and welcome to lesson 1 with me, Sahil Jagtiani, on this journey of learning ukulele with our beginner ukulele video series. This series basically aims to give you a really solid foundation for you to play songs in the future. We don't focus on songs, we focus on chord formations, and we will have playthroughs which you can keep referring back to so that you get really good at the changes between chords. It's more important to play the changes well than just to blindly play a couple of songs. If you know how to play your changes well between certain chords and you know how to play most of the chords on the ukulele, you'll basically be able to play n number of songs, So that's our focus for this particular series. Learn how to play the chords well, learn how to play your scales well, and basically jam along to any song that you like. Before we begin, make sure you go and watch this video called Know Your Ukulele. It's something we've done in the past, talks about the different sizes and shapes of the ukulele that are available on the marketplace. The ones that will be relevant for this particular lesson series is the concert, which I'm holding right now, or the smaller version, which is a soprano, or even the tenor, which is there, but not the baritone ukulele. We might do another series on how to play chords and how to play different songs for the baritone ukulele. It's the same as a guitar, of course, the bottom 4 strings. But any of these 3 ukuleles, it's fine. I'll leave a link for this particular one in the description below. The reason I've chosen this is because it just doesn't go out of tune, doesn't warp, it's really nice. But you're free to choose any of these 3 shapes, any brand you like, of course, and those ukuleles will work fine for this particular series. So let's begin by learning how to tune the instrument. The tuning for these particular strings are G, C, E, and A. You can tune up using a clip-on tuner. You can tune up using an app on your phones. There are multiple number of apps basically which are free to download, which are very accurate. Any chromatic tuner should do the trick. Basically, you want to keep in mind that this is on a higher octave than the other 3 strings. Okay, so here are the 4 strings played slowly so that you can tune your instrument to the correct pitch. Now we're going to learn the first chord. It's a very simple chord. In reference to the fingers, we refer to the index finger as finger 1 on the left hand, the middle finger as finger 2, the ring finger as finger 3, and the pinky as finger 4. Okay? How you hold the ukulele is like this. You can have it, your elbow against the side like that, and you just see however your body shape is, however the size of the ukulele is, and keep it accordingly. All right, and then you can place your thumb over here and hold it like this, so you've got a fine grip. And you might want to shift your thumb up and down a little bit in case of certain chords or certain scales. That's fine, there's no problem. So the first chord is the chord C. For this, you have your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and you strum all the 4 strings like that. Now let's look at a chord diagram. This is something we're going to be having a lot of in this video series. As you can see in the chord diagram, the ukulele is like this. You've got the 4th string on your left and you've got the 1st string on your right. All right, and there will be a black dot indicating which fret needs to be pressed. In that black dot you'll see a number. The number refers to the finger number. Okay, so in this case of C major, you can see it's the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, okay, and the other strings are not marked. That means they're played open. That means you just strum them, you don't have any fingers on them. Now I want you to squeeze your finger. I want you to put your finger here on the string. I don't want you to put your finger here on the string or right underneath the nail. I want you to place it firmly. Squeeze. It's important to squeeze and not touch the string above. You have to have a good spacing and there should be a good arch. If for example, if you're going to be playing like this, then that's not a good technique in the future. You want to be having the finger like this, and you want to basically have some counter pressure from the back, and you want to have a nice arch so that in the future when you're playing other chords, you get used to this technique. You don't touch the other strings. All right, let's take a closer look at this particular chord. Okay, so now we're going to play this particular chord in a strumming pattern. The pattern is known as a quart note strumming pattern. We're going to be playing it to a metronome beat. You can download a metronome app on your phone, or you can type in the word metronome on Google search, and you will get an inbuilt metronome which you can set and play along to. Each of the playthroughs that we'll be doing in this video series will be to a metronome beat, so you will be sure to be in rhythm. How it goes is you'll hear a sound tuck, 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 tuck with a metronome, and say for example if it says 75 BPM, BPM refers to beats per minute. That means there's 75 of those buck, tuck, tuck, tuck in a single minute. We'll be using 75 and 100 BPM in all our lesson series. So how you strum is, for example, if it's going as 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, we will be referring to the time signature as 4/4. That means there'll be 4 beats in a single bar. A bar refers to, in this case, 4 beats grouped together. Okay, so you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This is called a quart note strum pattern because on every beat you're strumming, and therefore in one bar you have 4 strums. Therefore, you have 4 quarters. So it's called a quarter note strumming technique. Okay, we're going to be starting at 75 BPM. Just play along with it, you know, get the feel of it. Okay, it's important to just flow with it. You want to use your thumb and go down, and use your index finger to come up. That's fine. I generally just like to use my index finger or my index and middle sometimes. It doesn't matter. Just get the feel, get the flow. This particular lesson, I want you to just focus on getting the timing right, okay? Just hold the chord properly, make sure that, you know, you've got a proper amount of pressure, not up, not down. Make sure the sound is good, you know, and just strum up and down to the beat. Let's begin at 75 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Now that you've played that at 75 BPM, let's take it up a notch to 100 BPM and see if you can stay in rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope you found this lesson useful. Make sure you hit that like button and click the subscribe button to stay up to date with all our latest videos. If you would like to come back and go through any of the material again, go down to the description, click on the relevant playthrough in the timeline, and you can recap it again and again as many times as you like. If you would also like to play a longer version of the playthrough, we've released all the playthroughs as a music album. They're available to listen on all your favorite streaming platforms. If you like what we're doing, make sure you follow us on social media. Our links are in the description below. All your clicks, shares, likes and comments make a big difference to keep this channel going. In order to help us even further, you can become a member on our Gigsy page. The Gigsy page link is in the description below. And above all else, stay safe and keep on uking.